जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna to everyone.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to everyone. Hare Krishna. So, okay, what did we discuss last week in the Ramayana session? What was the topics? Where did we stop? Quick recap.
Ram will start going to the forest.
Okay, good. And
He will meet Guha.
correct.
Guha, the tribal king, and then he will meet.
He will meet which Muni?
Bharadwaj.
Okay, and then he meets another person in between. Who is it?
Goatman.
The boatman. Very good. Okay, from Bharadwaja Ashrama, what does he instruct? Like, where do they go from there?
Chitrakoot.
Correct. So they all go to Chitrakoot. Okay, so the story starts like Lord Rama will accept the orders of Kaikeyi, right? First, right? And then Sita Devi and Lakshmana will convince to accompany Rama, right? So after that, we see the benediction given to Ashwapati. Who was Ashwapati?
Ashwapati was Kaikeyi's father.
Good. And do you remember the benediction given to him?
Yes, he can listen to
that you can hear any animal
Very
conversation and can understand any language.
Good. Arohi and Naimisha, both good. So he can understand any kind of language, okay, including the animals. Okay, and if he tells the conversation to someone, he will
die.
He will die. Good. Okay.
Die.
Yeah. And then next, what happens? Lord Rama, with whom do they leave Ayodhya with? Lord Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita leave Ayodhya with whom? Is another person. Sumantra. Good. Sumantra was the chariot driver. Okay. So they all go to Guha. Okay, like Arohi said. Yeah. So they all go to Guha, and Guha welcomes Lord Rama because he was a friend, right? And then what happens? Sumantra was instructed to go back to Ayodhya to deliver the message to Dashrath Maharaj, right? And then from there, they cross the river, they go to Bharadwaja Muni's ashrama, and from there, Rama seeks a place where he can meditate properly, right? So they all go to the Chitrakoot area, right? So over there, they reside in whose ashrama?
Valmiki
Muni. Very good, okay? And then Sumantra goes, tells the message, okay, realize the message to Kaushalya and Dashratha. But Dashrath Maharaj was feeling so much in separation from Rama that he couldn't bear the separation. So that night itself, mid of the night, Dashrath Maharaj dies, right? But why does he have this thing? There was a curse, right? What was the curse?
Yes, because
the curse was that he will feel the same pain when Dashrath Maharaj's son, like he's in separation from his son, he'll feel the same pain.
Yes. So Arohi is right, and Naimisha is also right. So blind parents, okay, had a son, and that son had gone to fetch water, right? In that time, he thought it was like an elephant drinking water, and he shot an arrow at that particular thing, okay? And then later he realized it was not an elephant, but it was a Brahman boy, okay? So that's how he got the curse that he will face the same kind of separation and lamentation, okay? So now we will continue this half of the story, okay? So this half is the final half of Ayodhya Kanda. After this, we will finish Ayodhya Kanda, okay? So now what happens is the next morning, the guards, okay, they normally come to check the king, okay, so what is happening. But what happens, all the servants of Dashrath Maharaj were standing outside, okay, the bedroom. And with folded hands, and they were so sad. Looking at their reactions, everyone came to know that Dashrath Maharaj had passed away, okay. So immediately Kaushalya and Sumitra, they were called, and, they also came to know, they started crying. Now, suddenly, no one went and informed Kaikeyi, okay, about this, because everyone were angry at Kaikeyi, okay. So what everyone did was, like, Kaikeyi started hearing this weird, like, screaming voices and everything. So what happened? She rushed, Okay, she rushed to see what the situation was, and she came to realize that her husband had died. Okay, but she wasn't lamenting so much. She was crying, but she was not as sad as Kaushalya or Sumitra. Okay. So while crying, okay, Kaushalya starts scolding Kaikeyi, so because of you, okay, because of your things, my husband has died in the separation of Lord Rama. Okay, so you are not even allowed, to attend the ceremony. So she was talking very, very harshly, okay, to Kaikeyi. But Kaikeyi deserves it, right, at this point, because she has done such a bad thing. So now what happens? The minister came, okay, they took Kaushalya back, okay, and then what happened? They started preserving Dashrath Maharaj's body, okay. So they preserved his body in a full vat of oil, okay. Why are they preserving the body of Dashrath Maharaj? They're supposed to cremate, do funeral, right? But why are they preserving his body in oil? Does anyone have any idea?
No.
Just imagine what would be the reason. What is the cause that why are they trying to save the body?
Whose body?
Dashrath Maharaj's body.
Because he was a great king.
No. Anyone needs to get cremated. Yes, Arohi.
And other of his sons also need to see.
Correct. Very good. So Bharat Maharaj has to come, right? Now someone has to perform the funeral ceremony, right? For the departed king. So now they have to come. But they are in which dynasty? Bharat and Shatrughna are where? Where are they at this moment? Yeah, Naimisha? You remember, right, where they were? They were in Kaushalya's father's kingdom, right? So they were there, receiving military training.
Yes.
Right? So they were there receiving military training. So they had to be called. But in the meanwhile, what happens is, a lot of family priests, everyone come because they all have to make a decision of who is becoming next king. Because now Dashrath Maharaj has left this world. Okay, they have to assign someone. Otherwise, the whole kingdom will get in a very bad condition. Okay, there'll be a lot of theft happening. Okay, and lot of people will commit unwanted things, and they will not follow law and order. So a lot of rishis, okay, so we'll name some of them, okay, so you can remember. Okay, we all know Vashishta Muni, right? Okay, so Vamana Dev, Markandeya, Gautama, and other rishis. Okay, so totally how many? Vashishta, Vamana, Markandeya, Gautama, and other rishis. Okay, they all come up with a thing saying, see, anyways, the decision that Bharat Maharaj should become the king has already been set. Okay, so let us go with this. Go send a messenger to the Koshala dynasty. Okay, to Kaushalya's father's place, so that Bharat Maharaj knows, but don't tell them that Dashrath Maharaj had died or Rama has gone to exile. Okay, just bring them saying Vashishta Muni has ordered. So what happens? The messengers, they all go, okay, to the dynasty, and it takes how many days for them to go? It takes 7 days for them to reach the kingdom of Kekaya. Okay, the name of the kingdom is Kekaya. Okay, and what was the name of the king? Who was the king who was ruling Kekaya? What was Kaushalya's father's name? We just discussed Kaushalya's father's name. Ashwapati, right? So Ashwapati is the king of Kekaya, right? He's the father of Kekaya. So that's okay. So he was the king. Okay. So what happened? Just before the guards reached the outskirts of this kingdom, okay, Bharat Maharaj had got a dream. Okay, what was this dream? It was a very horrible dream. Okay, so Bharat Maharaj, so Bharata was actually saying that I had a very horrifying dream. Okay, and it was so unpeaceful. But Shatrughna, okay, at first he tried to cheer, okay, Bharat, saying, okay, it's fine, dreams like this keep coming. But later, even he started concerned. So he asked Bharat, what was your dream about? So Bharat says that, I saw that my father was falling from a mountain, okay, and that, the ocean was drying up, and Rakshasas were wandering everywhere. And there was also a very dark skinned woman who was harassing, our father. So I'm getting this kind of dreams. So I think these kind of dreams either conclude that either my father, one of my brothers, or myself are either going to be in some danger or something, like some death might happen. Okay, so he was telling this and he's like, I have great fear in my heart. Okay, so like this, he was thinking. At the same time, the people, okay, the messengers who were sent from Ayodhya, they had arrived. Okay, they had arrived and they told, oh Prince, you are summoned by, the Ayodhya ministers and all Vasishta Muni. So you have to come immediately. Please, it's very urgent. So please pack and get ready for the journey. So this time it was already nightfall. Okay. So at the first, rise of the sun, all of them start, okay, to Ayodhya. But over here, Bharata is very eager to know what is happening. So he left even without saying goodbye to his grandfather. Who was who? His grandfather was
Ashwapati.
Ashwapati. Please remember this name, very important. Okay, so Ashwapati gave a lot of gifts, but Bharat wasn't in any position to accept. Okay, because he wanted to go and see if his brothers and if his father was, if were okay. So what happened? Bharata and Shatrughna, they go, okay, and they come to the the outskirts of Ayodhya. Okay, but from the outskirts itself, they can see that Ayodhya is very sad. Okay, there's no cheerful, the roads all are dirty. Okay, it has not been cleaned, it has not been scented, nothing. Okay, it was all like very badly maintained. No one is roaming in the streets. There was no market, open. So everything was so dull, and Bharat immediately he knows that I think our father has passed away. That's why the kingdom is so sorrowful. So he knows that, like, somewhere deep inside his heart, he knew that his father had passed away. So like that, he enters, okay, into the palace. So as soon as he goes, the first place he goes is to his father's room. Okay, but over there he can't find his father in his usual thing. So if his father is not there in his chamber, then he will be in whose chamber? In Kaikeyi's chamber, right? So what happened? He goes to her palace, and he goes, and Kaikeyi, as soon as she sees her son, okay, she's seeing him after years, so she feels so happy, okay, and she comes and she hugs him, okay, and she's so happy. Okay, 1 second, I'll just show you a few images. Yeah, I hope you can see, right? Yeah. So now what happens is, so Bharata enters into the chamber of Kaikeyi. Okay. So as soon as he enters, Kaikeyi embraces him. Okay, and everything happens, and then she'll ask him, so how is my father? How is the kingdom? She asks all these kind of questions. But then Bharat Maharaj will ask, father is not there in the chamber. What happened? Where is he? And then Kaikeyi tells that your father has passed away. Okay, last night. So this has happened, and seeing this, he look at Bharat Maharaj. Okay, he's getting dizzy. Okay, he's crying out loud. He's like almost about to faint. Okay, but then Bharat Maharaj asks Kaikeyi that did my father leave any message for me? Okay, and why did father die suddenly? Because he was very healthy, when I left. So what had happened? Can you immediately tell Rama, that I have arrived? Tell him to come and see me, or I will go see him. So saying like this, what happened is Kaikeyi, she's so happy now because she wants to give the good news. Right? Whatever her father passed away was a bad news. But now Kaikeyi is like, I have a good news for you. And Bharat Maharaj is like, so what good news? And she's like, so Rama has left the Koshala kingdom, and he's been exiled to the forest, and he only wears this tree barks and this pusa grass, and he's left with Sita Lakshmana. So your father couldn't bear the separation. Okay, that's why he gave up on his life. So when he was dying, he cried out saying, "Oh Rama, oh Sita, oh Lakshmana," and died. Now Bharat Maharaj is thinking, so did Rama kill like a Brahmana or something? Back in those days, if a king kills a Brahmana or the children unnecessarily for no reason, they were exiled from the forest forever. Okay. So Bharat Maharaj was thinking that did Rama do something like that? It is not possible, but did Rama do something like that? And then Kaikeyi is like, no, nothing like that. I had two boons, which your father had given to me in a battlefield because I saved him. So I used both of them. One is to make you the king, and second one is to send Rama to, for like Vanavas for 14 years. Now hearing this, okay, Bharat Maharaj became very angry. He became so angry that he started scolding, okay, his mother so badly. Normally in olden days, they don't disrespect elders. Okay, they are very, very they're very careful with the elders, and they respect them a lot. So what happens was, he goes and he's like, you're such a wicked woman, okay? You're like, I can't call you my mother. Okay? You're such a, like, you're not, like, I'm not even born with you. You're my worst enemy, okay? And he says that I pray you go to hell, okay, for what you have done, because you've separated Lord Rama, and I will always be his servant. If you think that I will take the kingdom, I will never. This is what Bharat says, okay? Bharat is in the mood of a servant, okay? Just like Lakshmana. But Shatrughna is the servant of Bharata. Okay. So similarly, over here, Bharata is feeling such lamentation. And then what happens immediately, he will scold his mother, but he will leave the room. Okay. Because now he wants to go and meet Kaushalya. Okay. So what happens on the way? Okay. He goes and he meets Kaushalya. Now what happens as soon as Kaushalya sees Bharat Maharaj, what do you think her reaction would be? As soon as Kaushalya, if she sees Bharat Maharaj, what do you think her reaction would be? She is angry because so as soon as she saw Bharat Maharaj, she started saying, so now you're happy. So now you can enjoy this kingdom to yourself, right? There's no need, there's no competition for you. Your brother has gone to exile. At last, your path is free. So you can do whatever you want. But hearing this, okay, it saddens Bharat so much because he loves Rama so much. So he says to Kaushalya that, see, I have no such thing, I have no such wish to become a king, and it was not my plan, but it was my mother's plan. Okay, it was not my plan. I was never part of this. Someone is unmuted. Okay. So I'll continue. Okay, so Bharat starts explaining, see, like, I never wanted any of this, yeah, but there's nothing I can do about it right now because my mother has already made a decision. So let us all go and convince Lord Rama to come back because I will never accept the throne. But doing all this, okay, at one point he's very sad that his father has died. And the second thing is his big brother is not there, okay, to conduct the last ceremony, right? Then the funeral ceremony should be conducted by the eldest of the family, okay? But now Rama is not present. So what happens? All the rishis and the ministers assemble and they tell Bharata that it is very important that you have to conduct this ritualistic ceremony. Okay, there's no other go because we are already preserving your father's body. It can't be preserved for a long time. So you please go and perform the last ceremony. So now what happened? The ceremony day comes, okay, and everyone assembles, okay, including women. Back in those days, even women were allowed, okay, to go, especially queens, okay, the queens of the king were allowed to go and see. So they all, perform the last ritualistic ceremony for Dashrath Maharaj. Okay, and what happened? Everyone who passed, okay, used to scold Kaikeyi. Even the citizens of the city used to scold Kaikeyi, and everyone knew that Bharat Maharaj, like Bharat, did not have the desire to become a king. So what happens? 10 days. Okay, there's a mourning period, which means like no one goes anywhere. Okay, after the ceremony. After that, on 13th day, what happened? They collect the ashes and they offer it to the holy river. Okay. In this case, okay, there was a river next to Ayodhya. What was the river's name?
Sarayu.
Sarayu, very good, very good. Sarayu, yeah. Sarayu was the river's name. So what happens? They offer the ashes to the Sarayu, and they're coming back. Okay, they're coming back from that from there to the kingdom, and now they come across someone. Now, who is this someone? Does anyone know? They're coming back from the funeral, okay, and they meet someone, okay, and it is a hunchback woman. Who is it? Mantra. Mantra, right? Mantra, right? So Mantra comes. And as soon as Mantra comes, okay, she is so well decorated. Okay, Mantra used to be a maid servant, okay, but now her whole body was filled with sandal pulp, okay, and she wore royal dresses. She had ornaments and everything. And Shatrughna and Bharata are looking at her, okay, in a very weird way. At the same time, what happened was one of the doorkeepers, okay, one of the watch guards, pulled Mantra by the arm, okay, and he grabbed her and he threw her at the feet of Bharat and Shatrughna and said, see, this is the woman that manipulated your mother's mind. Okay, she put bad thoughts into your mother's mind, and because of her, okay, today we had to face, Dashrath Maharaj's death and also this. So now, after listening to this, Shatrughna was so angry that he held, okay, Mantra by hair, okay, and he began to drag her to Kaushalya's, to Kaikeyi's, palace. And then on the way, okay, Mantra, all her jewelry, everything fell here and there, okay. She was screaming, she was crying, okay, and he dragged her, and immediately he went to, Kaikeyi's room. After seeing this, even Kaikeyi got scared, okay. Kaikeyi got so scared that she went and she hid, beside Bharat Maharaj. You see over here, Shatrughna is hitting Mantra, right? Now, what happens in between? Shatrughna will say that, see, I am going to kill you. I'm going to behead you. Even though you're a woman, okay, I'm going to do this because you have committed such a big sin. Now, what happened? Bharat, he will come and he'll stop. Why does Bharat Maharaj stop? What is the reason Bharat Maharaj stops from Mantra being punished?
Because it is wrong to punish a woman and in this way.
Very good, correct. Yeah. So according to our scriptures, okay, our regulative principles, we are not supposed to kill or behead a woman. You understand, right? It's not scripturally right. So Bharat Maharaj will say, see, it is against our dharma, and Lord Rama will never be angry if you do such thing, right? Lord Rama was never like that. So he will not be angry if you do something like this, so you don't. I know that Mantra has committed such a big mistake. Even I feel like killing Mantra and Kaikeyi, okay? But then I wouldn't do this because it is for the sake of Lord Rama. So here we see how calm Bharat Maharaj is and how he's considering Rama at every point, right? He's thinking, if Rama was there, will he do the same? No, right? Lord Rama will not do the same because he always follows dharma, right? So like this, he spares the life of Mantra. Okay, and the next morning, what happens is he orders all the ministers to come, okay, to the Sabha to discuss about the situation, okay, because everyone is expecting Bharat to become the king at this point, okay, it was not yet decided. So now what happens? Everyone assembles, okay, and you see that the throne is empty. No one is sitting on the throne. Even Bharat Maharaj is sitting on the other chairs, but not on the throne. And Bharat will say that, see, I am not a rightful, king to this throne. Let us all go, okay, to the forest and convince Lord Rama. So all the rishis also were very happy. They were like, okay, we can all go see Lord Rama. Okay. So everyone was so enthusiastic. So what happened under the guidance? Okay, they started building bridges. So back in those days itself, they had such good engineering. Okay. So Bharat Maharaj ordered them to clear the roads, okay, build bridges over these small, rivers and lakes, right, over them, okay, so that they can travel faster to the side where the river Ganga was present. So just in few weeks, okay, after this, all the construction and everything was over. And they all started their journey. Okay, so because of the smooth construction, okay, they were able to reach to the the river Ganga very fast. Now, who lives next to river Ganga? Who's the person who lives next to river Ganga? Whose province is this? Once they enter the jungle, okay, they travel, right? And they reach the bank of Ganga, right? The bank of Ganga, someone lives. Guha, correct. Yeah. So they live like over there, right? That is his province. So Guha, so they all go to Guha's, province. As soon as Bharat Maharaj and Bharat Maharaj doesn't go alone. Okay, he takes Vashishta Muni, all the Munis. He takes Shatrughna, the 3 wives of Dashrath Maharaj, and he takes half of the kingdom. Because all of the people wanted to come and see Rama, and he also takes like a huge, army with him. Yes, Vanshi?
So, Mataji,
Yeah?
why did Bharat take Kaikai also?
Yeah, Bharat took Kaikeyi also back because Kaikeyi wanted to come. Because what happens, when one son, okay, screams at a parent, right? Okay, if we scream at our parent when they have done something wrong, they start realizing their mistake, right? So Kaikeyi was feeling so much regret after Bharat scolded, because she did all this for whom? For Bharat only, right? To become the king. Sorry, Mataji, please mute yourself.
Should I say it?
Sorry. Okay, so now what happens was, now Kaikeyi did all this for the purpose of Bharat, okay, to become king. But Bharat is saying, I will not become king, I rather die, because I am the servant, right? So now Kaikeyi also started realizing her mistake. Suddenly, she also got realized that, okay, whatever I have done is wrong. So she also accompanies, but she's very guilty. And Bharat Maharaj will not forgive Kaikeyi at this point, okay? So he's still very angry, but still he brings her to show her what she has done, right? She has to see what she has done to Lord Rama. So how he looks, what kind of life he's living and everything. So that's why. Okay? Convinced? Okay, good. So yeah, where were we? We were okay. So they went to Guha's province. Okay. So once they all went to Guha's province, now Guha is seeing, okay, if Bharat Maharaj came just with Shatrugna, it is fine. But now he has come with this whole army and lot of people and the three mothers, right? Now this feels very wrong, okay? It feels like he's coming to attack Lord Rama, okay? So Guha is very suspicious, but he will, politely greet Bharata. But he will ask Bharata, okay? He'll ask Bharata, see, I just want to ask if you've come here to take Lord Rama back, to Ayodhya, or have you come here to kill him, okay, with this huge army? Then Bharata will feel very sad, okay, because he's like, see, how can I kill, my brother? I am his servant. I can never kill my brother. I am just here, to take him back, convince him and take him back to Ayodhya, because our father has died, right? So with him, his promise also dies. So now his promise is not anymore applicable. So you please, I want to convince him in any terms. That's why I've also got Vashishta Muni and others with me. So even they help me convince. Okay. So like this, he says, and now Guha is a bit more peaceful. Okay. Guha feels a bit more in peace. So what happens? Guha will arrange all kind of facilities, okay, for them to stay, and the night passes. Okay, in the morning, Bharata is seen, okay, offering prayers to Ganga, and he asks Guha, "Can you tell me, okay, how my brother was, where he slept, okay, what he ate?" And then Guha shows him, "See, your brother slept over here, on the pusa grass on the ground, and he ate only roots and fruits, okay, and he didn't eat anything, and he also matted his hair." By hearing this, okay, Bharat got so sad that he immediately decided that he'll also mat his hair. Okay, he'll also lie down and he'll also eat only fruits and roots. Right? Fruits, roots, and what else did they have? Roots, and some raw vegetables. Yeah, whichever in any other form that they could find in the forest. Okay, nothing out of this. Basically, it is a hermitage. Like people like the sages, they eat this kind of food. So the next morning, Bharat Maharaj matted the hair. Okay, he wore the tree bark clothes and everything. Okay, and he headed to whose ashrama? From Guha's place, whose ashrama is he going to go to?
Bharadwaja.
Bharadwaja, correct. So what happens? Guha, he arranges all the 5,000 boats, okay, for them to cross. So all the horses, all the army men, the family, everyone go in the boats, and the horses and the elephants, they swim. They swim across Ganga, and they go on to the next side. Okay. So after they go, Bharat will ask everyone to stop the army, and he will be like, wait here, okay, and he will walk to Bharadwaja Muni's ashrama. So once he goes there, okay, Bharadwaja will ask the true intention of Bharata, and Bharata will tell him that I just want Rama to come back to Ayodhya. Yes, Vishwajit?
Mataji, who is Bharadwaja?
Bharadwaja is one of the Munis, like, Vashishta Muni, like that, Vishwamitra Muni. He has a big story, but now if we discuss, then it is very long. Okay, so maybe once when we have extra time, I'll tell the story of Bharadwaja. Okay, he's a very, very powerful Muni. Like he can also summon the Devatas. We will see that now. Okay, so now what happens is they all come, and Bharat will tell his true intentions, and Bharadwaja will be very happy, and he'll welcome all, just not Bharata, but all, the whole army. Okay, and he will start telling them, okay, that you can stay here, have food, like have all the privileges. What happens? See, how big can an ashrama be? Ashrama can be how big? This big, like maybe it can accommodate 100 people or something, right? But you know how many people are there here in the army of Bharata? Any guesses?
No.
There were 60,000 people, okay, who accompanied Bharata. A lot, right?
Mataji,
Yes.
Mataji, that was, I was going to say that only.
Very good. It was 60,000. Okay. 60,000 people accompanied Bharata. So they all go, okay, to this ashrama. So they all go to this ashrama and they start taking shelters. Now what happens?
Mataji,
Bharatwaja, yes,
what Kanda are you telling?
Ayodhya. Right? This is all Ayodhya Kanda still. So now what happens is over here, okay, Bharatwaja invokes all kind of demigods. Okay, for example, like Indra, Varuna, Kuvera, all of them, even Vishwakarma, okay, to arrange the facilities that are needed, okay, to receive all of them. So example, Vishwakarma, okay, he starts, creating camps, mansions, like 4-floor mansions and royal palaces and all kind of comfortable furniture and all of this, okay. And they also arrange all kinds of food. Okay, so what are the things Vishwakarma does? He arranges 4-room mansions,
camps,
furniture,
food,
clothing, and a lot of like entertainment, like musicals, dances, like Gandharvas, and everyone come, okay, and they start entertaining. At one point, they also like replicate a palace, okay. So all of this is going on, okay. Everyone is so happy. They actually think, okay, all of the warriors will be like, this is heaven. This feels like heaven. This doesn't feel like, I don't feel like going to the forest, or I don't even feel like going to Ayodhya. Okay, this place seems so nice. So like this, they are thinking, but what happens as soon as the sun rises, okay, all of this, vanishes, right? Because it is just temporary. It is just illusion. So after everything, vanishes, everyone comes into consciousness and everyone will start heading to where? From Bharadwaja Muni's ashrama. They all are starting to which place?
Chitrakoot.
Very good, Chitrakoot. Yeah. So what happens, Bharat, okay, when he's leaving the ashrama, he takes the blessings of Bharadwaja Muni, okay, and he start asking directions to Chitrakoot, okay. When he's asking, okay, Bharadwaja Muni sees one woman, over there, standing very guilty. And he asks, okay, who are those 3 women? And Bharata will say, see, the first woman you see is the first widow of Dashrath Maharaj, who is Kaushalya, right? The second one is Sumitra, who is the mother of, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. And here, this woman, who is not even worth the pity and not even worth looking at, is my mother, Kaikeyi. And I feel so horrible to introduce her to you, but she is the reason for the exile of Lord Rama and for all the misfortunes that have come upon us. Now, Bharadwaja tells Bharata to not be so rude to the mother, because that is not correct, right? It is not dharmic for a person who comes from a noble family. Even Bharat is a prince, right? Even he is a prince. So even he is not supposed to disrespect his mother at any cost. Okay, it is like a religious principle. So he'll say, and Bharat Maharaj is not yet convinced, but he will be like, okay, I will not speak so rudely. He tells this and he circumambulates and he leads to Chitrakoot. Okay. So now what happens parallelly? Okay, so the story is going on, right? Parallelly, what happens is Rama, okay, is passing some good time, okay, with whom? With Sita and Lakshmana, okay, and Lord Rama is, they have built a very beautiful house and everything, okay. See, the Rama has built a beautiful hermitage for himself and for Sita to live in, okay, and he's worked and everything. And also he teaches Sita a lot of things, okay. He talks to Sita a lot so that she doesn't feel lonely and everything. So like this, what happens in a scenario? Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of things? Okay, he talks to Sita about the different roots, everything that the sages eat. Why do they eat like this? Okay, and all about the animals, the flowers, and everything. So that her mind is distracted, right? It is filled with some thoughts. So like this, Rama is pointing here and there, and he's explaining to Sita. And Rama tells there is no reason for us to be like sad, because this place is so beautiful. It is more beautiful than our kingdom. Okay, so like this he says. Yes, one sheet.
Andaji, while Lord Rama was in exile, what did Lord Ram, Sita and Lakshman?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I was not able to hear you properly. Can you tell again?
I was saying Mataji that when Lord Rama was very exile, what did they eat?
What did they eat? They had same roots, vegetables, and fruits. They had the same food as the sages, right? But in kingdom, they have a lavish feast, right? They have grains and everything. But when you live in forest, they were supposed to live like sages. Like, look at the clothes they are wearing, right? There was no jewelry also. There are actually 6 types of, like 4 symbols of marriage a woman has. Does anyone know the 4 symbols of marriage that a woman has? So when people look at a woman, they know that they're married. They're married. Even the adults can answer.
Mangal Sutra.
Okay, good. 1.
Touring.
What? Touring, correct. Touring. Okay, tourings.
Sindur.
Sindur, yes. Bangles and anklets. Okay, they will have a set of bangles and anklets. Okay, so these are some of the symbols of women to say that they are married. Apart from this, like Sita Devi, she also had earrings. Okay, like how like most of us wear, and ring. Okay, which was presented to her by Lord Rama. Okay, so these are some of the things. Now, what happened is, like, see, they decorated. Okay, but it is very minimum. Okay, in forest, this is the minimum that she can do. Okay, she still is wearing some gold ornaments. Okay, but it is for the symbol saying that she's married, right? So later we see, right, how she keeps dropping everything when like when Ravana kidnaps her. Okay, she keeps dropping all the piece of jewelry to show that Rama that she is heading somewhere. You understand, right? So like this. So as one she said, okay, so they have to maintain a very low life, but these are some things that are unavoidable, right? So these are some things they follow. Yes, Vishwajit. I can't hear you. You're unmuted. So you're muted. Please unmute yourself.
Mataji,
Yes.
what you told now, I couldn't understand.
There are different symbols, okay, of a woman being married. So they are unmarried women, right? And they're married women. How do you know a woman is married? So these are some of the symbols, like how how Naimisha and Arohi told, okay, Sindur, bangles, okay, a chain called Mangal Sutra, okay, anklet, okay, toe rings. These are some of the, symbols that a woman is married. So in olden days, they used to maintain all this. Okay, so these are the 5 symbols of marriage. Okay, Sindur, toe rings, and Mangal Sutra, anklets,
And
Jewelry.
no, jewelry is everything.
earrings.
Bangles, earrings, and he had a special ring, right? A special ring. Yeah, good, correct. Okay, so these are some of them. Yeah. So now what happens? So we'll just proceed further. So now what happens from Bharadwaja Muni? They all go to Chitrakoot, right? And we saw how Rama is teaching Sita, okay, look there, look here, okay, and he's explaining all types of fruits and everything. In the meanwhile, okay, in the distance, can you see in this picture? An army is heading towards them. Okay, can you see in the picture?
Yes.
See, yeah. So now what happens over there? Lakshmana notices, okay, that someone is coming, okay, because so much of dust, okay, that is going on. So Lord Rama will tell, so climb up the tree and see who's coming. So Lakshmana climbs the tree and he sees that, a huge 60,000 people army is heading towards them. So he tells Lord Rama that we have to prepare, we have to keep our weapons ready. Lord Rama will say, see the, flag that the chariot has, so we know who our enemies are. Now, Lakshmana, in a second, he could recognize the flag because it was Bharat Maharaj's chariot. Okay, but at the same time, he notices that he can't see who? He can't see Dashrath Maharaj's chariot. Okay, so what happens? He climbs down and he says, "See, Bharat has come here to kill you." So but our father is not here, so we have to prepare ourselves so that we can give a good fight, and we can also kill Bharat, and you can go and you can become the king. Now, looking at Lakshmana's words, okay, Rama is very upset. He said, Bharat will never do this. He's coming here, I think, to convince me to come back to Ayodhya. Okay, so do not say this. Let us see, okay, after they come. So after this, Lakshmana, he feels very embarrassed, okay, because he has insulted his other brother, right? So he feels embarrassed, but he'll get down the tree, and all the three of them will go back to the hermitage. Okay, now what happens? Bharat Maharaj sees smoke coming, okay, because they used to have this fireplace and everything, right, for cooking, for heating water. So he sees this smoke and he goes. And over there, he finds Lord Rama. Okay, he finds Lord Rama, and he sees Lakshmana and Sita, and he goes and he falls on their feet, okay, and he starts praying. He starts saying, how are you, my brother, and you have left the kingdom to me. How is it fair? You're not supposed to do that. So he starts lamenting, basically. Can you see this? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you say who is whom over here? Who is the first person here? Who is this person?
This side. This one.
Side. Yeah, the black. The left side. Last one. Guha, correct. Very good. Guha. And this is? This one. Next to Guha. No, this one.
Shatrugna.
Good. The one who is hugging Lord Rama is?
Bharata.
Bharata.
This is Sita Devi, and this is?
Lakshmana.
Very good. Right? So now we know the scene, right? So Bharata is there, okay, Shatrugna is there. Both of them are offering respects to Lord Rama. And in this conversation, Bharat is saying, please come back to the kingdom. Okay. So when this conversation is going on, Rama is convincing, telling, see, I will not come. My dear, Bharata, I will not come. It is not right. And when Rama is talking, he notices that Bharata is wearing what outfit?
Rebak.
Yeah, exactly. And he has matted hair, okay. And he has come and he's like, why have you left our father in the kingdom, and why have you come here? And why are you dressed like a hermit? Okay, you're not supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be a king. That is our father's last, wish. So you have to do that. Before I came, that was his wish. So you have to do that. Bharat is like, no, I'd rather stay back here than go and rule a kingdom which you deserve. Okay, now saying this, both the brothers will start arguing back and forth. So like this, what happens after a long argument? Okay, it keeps going on and on and on. Okay, what happens at last? Okay, Bharat will say, please you come. If you don't come, I will sit here on the kusa grass, I will meditate, and I will starve myself to death. My Rama is like, please don't do this. I can't bear a separation from my brother. But saying like this, Bharat, okay, while having this conversation, he will say that our father has died. So there is no promise that you have to keep up. If you want, I will take the Vanavas and you go rule the kingdom. I will stay here following our dad's promise for 14 years, but you go and rule. But Rama, he realizes that his father has passed away and he was not able to do the last funeral ceremony. He gets very sad. Okay. So Vashishta Muni had also accompanied, right? So he says that you can go and offer your obeisances, okay, in the river, and you can finish the last rituals.
You're not eating your breakfast.
Vishwajit, please mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. Okay, now what happens is Lord Krishna, Lord Rama is in this lamentation. Now tell me, okay, who is another person who had the same lamentation as Lord Krishna? Oh, sorry, as Lord Rama, okay, even Lord Krishna had the same lamentation. Okay, but who did he lament for, Do you remember? Lord Rama, okay, when he was informed by a demon called Salva, okay, that his father Vasudeva was killed, Lord Krishna also lamented the same way. He was very sad, okay. But now you tell me, they are gods, right? Why are they sad? They already know that their fathers, if they die or they don't die. But why are gods sad? Why is Lord Rama crying? Why is Lord Krishna crying? What is the reason? They are God, right? They already know, right? What's going to happen. Now Krishna knew who's going to die in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, right? But why are they lamenting sometimes? Why do we see them lament sometimes? We see Lord Krishna
Because
lament. Yes, Mataji.
they have come as a human, so
Correct. See, because when they are playing the part as a human being, right? So they're trying to mingle, like how we try to fit in, right? So they're also trying to act like another human being. It's not that they want, they have emotions like us. All of our emotions are material in nature, whereas gods are spiritual in nature. Okay. So over here, Lord Rama and Lord Krishna's lamentation is a known lamentation. They already know that this is going to happen. They lament not for the body, okay, because they know where the soul is going to go, right? Dashrath Maharaj goes to the which adobe? To the Lord's adobe, right? So he's back home. So he's going back home. So what is the worry, right? So like this, what happens? Lord Rama, he offers all kind of, obeisances, and there is a river, okay. Does anyone know what river is next to Chitrakoot? What is the name of the river bank? It's called Mandakini. It's called Mandakini Kanda. Okay, you'll remember, right? Mandakini Kanda. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happens over here? They offer the last ritualistic ceremony as recommended by Vashishta Muni. Okay, and they go on. Okay, they go back. Now all the three mothers also come to Lord Rama. They cry, and you know who he goes and hugs first. He goes and he hugs Kaikeyi. Tell me why this? Why does he go and he hug Kaikeyi? Just to hug Kaushalya, right, first. Or Sumitra, okay. But why does he go and hug Kaikeyi? Because Kaikeyi is the saddest of all them. Okay, see, she had to get scolded by her husband, right? She had to send off Rama, who she also liked equally. And she had to go through the phase where all the people, including Vashishta Muni, everyone was scolding her, okay? And then again, when Lord Rama left the kingdom, the whole kingdom also scolded Kaikeyi, right? And then she had to also go through her husband's death. But at last, who did she do all of this for? For Bharata, right? Even Bharata scolded her. Even Shatrughna scolded her. So now, she is the most pitiable. So Rama knows that she is the one who is in the deepest of sorrows, and Rama also knows that Kaikeyi regrets what she has done. So Lord always helps the person who actually feels the guilt for what they have done. Right? So over here, Kaikeyi is feeling the guilt, right? So Rama, being the loving child, he'll first offer obeisances, take blessings of Kaikeyi, and he hugs Kaikeyi. When Kaikeyi, now she's melted, right? She is so touched by the affection of Lord Rama that she starts feeling even more sad. She's like, how could I do what I did? But after that, okay, what happens? Some celestial beings, okay, from the sky will come down, and they will kind of give a message saying that, oh Bharata, see, whatever your, whatever your big brother has said is right, actually, okay? You're not supposed to do this, because you have to go and keep your father's promise, okay? So Bharat is actually convinced, but the others are not. So Vashishta will say that in every ruler that has ever ruled the Ikshvaku Vamsha, all the elders only have become the king. So hence Rama has to become the king. But Rama is so stubborn, so Bharata also was convinced. Okay, but then Bharata gets an idea. Okay, I will take the Charana Padukas. Right, what Padukas are, right? Wooden color. Like they are made of wood. Okay, 1 second, I might show you a picture to understand. So Bharat comes up with this idea, okay, where he'll be like, I am bringing the Charana Padukas, okay, you please wear them. Can you see this?
Yes.
So you please wear them. Okay, so Lord Rama listens to Bharat and he wears it. And after he wears, he will remove. Bharat takes it, okay, and he carries on his head. Okay, on his head, okay, he places them, and he says that, see, not me, but this foot, these foot of what was touched by your feet will rule the whole kingdom, and I will actually live like how you are living. Okay, I will not live as a king, but I will live like a hermit life. Yes, Arohi.
Mataji,
Yes.
here if Bharata takes the Charana Padukas, then Ram will have to, Ram on his feet, he will get hurt, right?
Oh, no, it's not his own. He will bring his own. Like, because see, in forest, okay, they're not supposed to wear footwear at all. Right. So Bharata, when he's coming from the kingdom, they carry everything, right, to take him back. So when he has to walk, he has to walk with his footwear, right? So in forest, you're not supposed to wear footwear, right? Last time we saw, right, Rama used to walk in the front. Lakshmana used to walk in the back, and he used to take all the thorns and everything, right? So because he was barefoot, right? So that's how all the sages and everyone walk. So that's how he's giving moksham to all living beings, right? Okay, so now what happens? You saw, right? Bharata takes the foot and then he carries them on his head, and he will go on to rule Ayodhya, okay, under the guidance of the foot of Lord. So it shows how powerful. I'm sorry, someone is unmuted again. Okay, so under the footprints, under the foot, guidance of Lord Rama, so many of them were able to, like Bharat was able to rule the kingdom so well just because of the blessings of the footprints. Okay, so like this, like what happened. Bharata, he returns. Okay, that part of the story we will see in next class. Okay, but with this, Ayodhya Kanda kind of ends. Okay, so I think next class we will see how he lives out of Ayodhya in a small village. Okay, called Nandigrama. I think most of you know, right? It's called Nandigrama. Okay. So how Lakshmana, Bharata will lead his life over there with Shatrughna, and how he'll rule the whole Ayodhya with the Padukas of Lord Rama. We'll see next class, okay? Any doubts? We will have a quick revision.
Yes.
Yeah. So what was the name of the dynasty of Kaikeyi? The dynasty name, the dynasty name of Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi. Who was the king?
Ashwapati.
Ashwapati. Very good. Okay. Who are some of the sages who were present in the Sabha? We discussed, right? Some names.
Vashishta Muni.
Good.
Vishwamitra Muni.
No, not Vishwamitra. Vashishta Muni. Vamana Dev.
Vamana Dev.
Then? Yeah, good. Markandeya
and Gautama Rishi.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so some of them. These were some of them who were present in the Sabha. Good. Very good. So how many days was the mourning period of Dashrath Maharaj? How many days did they mourn? Which means like they don't do anything, they stay at home. 10 days. Okay. On which day do they see mantra? 10 days is mourning. Okay. So on a particular day, they go to collect ashes, right? So what was that day? Which day was it? 13th day. Okay. 13th day, they go to collect ashes. On the same day, they see mantra. Okay. Okay, good. Then what else can we take? How many years was Rama banished? I'm asking easy questions now.
14 years.
14 years.
Thank you. 14 years, good. Good. And then what was Kaikeyi's brother's name?
Yudhajit.
Oh, very good. Naimisha, good. Yudhajit. Very good. Yeah, I think that's it for today. We have no more questions also. Oh, like how many people were there in the army?
16,000. 6,000 people.
6,000.
1,000 people.
How many? 16 or 60?
16,000 people.
60.
Mataji, 16,000 people in the army.
60. 60.
60,000.
60,000 people.
60,000 people.
And all of them were served by like which demigods?
Indra,
Indra, Varuna,
Varuna, Vayu,
Varuna,
Kuvera and
Vera,
Vishwakarma.
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 Very good. Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma. Okay, very good. So from there they went to Chitrakoot, right? In Chitrakoot, which Muni advised Lord Rama to come back?
Vashishta.
Vashishta. Correct. You're right. And who and all accompanied Bharata through the journey?
Vashishta Muni.
Vashishta Muni.
Others.
Good. Okay, so 60,000 army people. Okay, horses. We had chariots, we had elephants, and then we had the three wives of Dashrath Maharaj, Vashishta Muni, Guha. You forgot Guha. Okay, Guha also accompanied. Okay, Bharata and Shatrughna. Okay, now you see this picture right over here. So these are the colors. Always remember. Okay, Lord Rama was in green color. Okay, and can you see Shatrughna? Shatrughna and Lakshmana were in golden color. Okay, and Bharat was in blue color. Golden, not Sita Devi was in gold color. Okay, Lakshmana and Shatrughna were in like whitish complexion. Okay, whitish, like, medium tone complexion. Got it?
Yes, Mataji.
So what were the colors? 1 second, I'm going to stop sharing now. What were the colors? So Lord Rama was?
Green in color.
Good. Bharat was?
Green.
Blue in color.
Okay. Lakshmana and Shatrughna?
Golden. Whitish complexion.
Whitish. Very good. Whitish complexion. And lastly, Sita Devi.
Devi was golden color.
Very good. Sita Devi was in golden complexion. Okay, good. So, with this, we'll end today's session.
Yes.
Mataji.
Yes, Arohi.
So on Ram Navami, I had a drama in my community ISKCON Satsang.
Okay.
So then, we had the Ramayana drama, and I became Kaikeyi.
Oh, you are Kaikeyi. Oh my God, how was it hard playing Kaikeyi?
Yeah, I had too many dialogues.
Too many dialogues. Yeah, it is also a very tricky character to play, right? It's very hard. Everyone doesn't like the character, but so nice you played. Okay, share pictures if you have in the group. Okay, so others can also get inspired. Okay, very good, Arohi. So we'll see you all next week.
Yes.
Yes, I'll see the kids tomorrow as well, right? For Bhagavatam. Okay, so we'll end the session. Okay, Vancha Kalpatarupesya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Ramayana Granth ki.
Jai.
All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. See you all next
Hare
week.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Kids,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Kids, tomorrow you will have Jagannath Katha. Okay, in Bhagavatam.
Okay,
So try to join, okay? Because we have Ratha Yatra. I think I will take Jagannath Katha for 4 sessions, okay? So you'll know about Jagannath. Okay? Okay. See you all next week. Hare Krishna. Bye.